promise this time it really will be quick. Review on the foundation that I'm wearing right now. If you are not interested in hearing about a foundation that may possibly have Holy Grail status, then I'll see you at the next video where I will be sharing some big news which involves time travel. If you do want to hear about the foundation, then keep watching. Well, hey, thanks for sticking around. The foundation that I want to talk to y'all about today is this Physicians Formula. It is called the Youthful Wear Cosmeceutical Youth Boosting Spotless Foundation and Brush. I just have to say, first of all, whoever was in charge of the packaging for this over at Physicians Formula, go home, you're drunk. First of all, the name of this thing goes on forever, as you heard. The claims on the packaging are like crazy talk. I mean, it's just, look, instantly 10 years younger. Really? You know, like, it's just, you know, this person was a little drinky. And then there's the brush, which I will talk about in just a second. But first of all, let me talk to you about the actual foundation, which, as it turns out, and shockingly to me, is actually very good. Now, I've been wearing this foundation for the past 2 days. The first day that I put it on, I made a mistake and I didn't read the instructions. I was distracted by all the crazy talk and just threw it away. So I didn't shake it up. And by like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it started separating and looking really scary, and I thought, I'm gonna have to return this thing. But then I got home and I was putting it back in the box and I realized you're supposed to shake it first. So I decided to give it another try, and I'm so glad I did. I've been wearing the foundation on my face for about 14 hours now. I really put it through the ringer. I mean, I went to work, I was outside sweating, yeah, and I purposely did not touch up at all today because I really wanted to see how well this foundation stood up to everything I could throw at it. So when I got home a little bit ago, I shoved my face in the 5X mirror just to see how it looked, and y'all, it looked pretty darn good for being on my face for 15 hours. I've lost a little bit around my nose because I've been kind of sinusy and using Kleenex a bunch today. And I have the teeniest little bit of foundation starting to gather in that little divot right there in my chin. But other than that, it looks good. There's no separation, there's no caking. It hasn't settled into any of my lines or my pores or anything like that. The thing that I love the most about this foundation is that it really gives you that sort of skin-like, invisible makeup, your skin but better kind of finish. I have never had that in any other drugstore foundation ever. There are some unique things about this foundation though that you need to know before you go out and give it a try. First of all, you need to shake it. It is a serum type foundation, so it is liquidy. And it has a little dropper like this. I think there's like a Dior foundation that's like this, and maybe like an Armani or something that is like this. And it's very unusual. I've never used one like this before. The way that the drunkies over at Physicians Formula recommend that you apply it is you take this brush that was made for, I don't know, the girls on Toddlers and Tiaras or something, and you unscrew the applicator and you put some drops into the top of this brush, and then you apply it to your face. And then 3 hours later, you will have completed your application of your foundation. What I say to do is take this brush, ooh, that was a loud noise, throw it away, and use something like this instead. Any type of densely packed, soft, flat top kabuki brush will do you just so much better. And so what I also did is I put some on my hand and then I spotted it on my face, and I did it in smaller sections because it is, you know, so liquidy, it dries kind of fast. So this isn't going to be one that you can, you know, dot all over your face and then buff it in. But it blends really well. It's super light coverage, but it's very buildable. I'm actually wearing about 2.5 layers of foundation. It covered my rosacea super well. And it feels like you have nothing on your face, which is really good. And again, like I said, the finish is the thing that I love the most. Now again, it's a skin-like finish. It's not going to give you any sort of radiance. It doesn't look dewy, or if anything like that. If that's the type of finish that you want, this probably is not going to be a good foundation for you. But if you want, I'm having a really good skin day kind of foundation, then you might want to give this a try. There are some kind of strange things about this foundation aside from the serum applicator, and that is, number one, it doesn't smell good. Yeah, but the finish alone is worth me overlooking the stinky, which goes away after the foundation sets. One other thing that the drunkies over at Physicians Formula did is that they made the shade range very, very small. I think they have like light to medium, medium beige, and deep, or something like that. Like 4 shades for the entire population. I got the light, and it's actually like a smidge too dark for me. But again, I don't mind that. It's not that bad. It's not that noticeable. And, you know, like, I mean, the fact that I get the finish that I really, really want, and I've worn it for 15 hours and it still looks pretty darn good. That's enough for me to overlook the stinky, and and the fact that the shade is not an exact match for me. So if you are interested in a skin-like finish type foundation and aren't scared off by the weird packaging that the drunkies over at Physicians Formula put together for you, then I would highly suggest giving this a try. Now, it is on the more expensive end of drugstore foundations. However, if you shop at CVS and wait for a good sale and save up your extra bucks, then you can get this for next to nothing, which is exactly what I did. So you might want to do that, because yeah, it's going to be about $14, $15, which is not cheap. But so far, I think I'm loving it, and I just wanted to share that because I was super excited about it. And since I promised this was going to be a short video, I'm going to shut up now, except to say please stay tuned for my next video, which will probably be either tomorrow or Sunday. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful in any way, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'll do a little happy dance. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!